They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today. I see. I guess this is what you call fate. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case. That case? Yeah, that case. The SL9 incident, of course. That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth. Maybe we can get him to tell us more about that case. Let's talk about the evidence safe. The place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker is fixed to only one detective can open it. Using this ID card? Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Why, I'm on my third since entering the force already. That sounds like a lot. Yes, but I can't lose my own right hand. Right hand? Oh, you mean your fingerprint? Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is encoded with a fingerprint. And that's the only locker we can open. Funny. They look like normal lockers. These are the latest model. There's a trick to the handles, see? The handles? On the other side of the handle is a sensor. And if the wrong person touches it, bzzz, you get shocked. If that was what happened, my hand would be black and smoking every day. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There's even some people in the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and present Detective Goodman's note and that switchblade knife. I bet Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone because of the SL9 connection. That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, you know, 2 years ago. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was the man to be feared. But why would evidence from that case turn up now? I guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there are some loose ends left on that case. Alright, she should talk to us about it now. Now that was a bloody violent case. Violent, so it was a murder? A serial killing! A serial killing? Maybe I don't want to get involved in this after all. Maybe the killer made a mistake, and Mr. Edgeworth built his... But the killer made a mistake, and Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that and to nab him. And this was 2 years ago? That put Mr. Edgeworth right in the spotlight. And this started the rumor mill. Rumors about forged evidence. It was supposed to be It was supposed to be all cleaned up with the transferals the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is. Huh? What do you mean? Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident, see? So... That switchblade knife... The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself? Okay. Whew, God. This is getting crazy. Let's present this. Could you take a look at this? This is the ID record of people who came here on the day of the stabbing. Ah, I heard the rumor. So, it was Goodman who came in here at the time of the... Whoa! Well, what is it? That second number! It's not your ID number, is it, Detective Goodman? Mr. Edgeworth! What? The second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth. What? What? Alright, so that's been updated. Why would Edgeworth come into the evidence room? Alright, check it. Right here. Oh, that's weird. Okay. I don't want to check it. Gotta go to court records. Luminol oil. Spray. Ooh. Why am I getting reaction here? There's no reason for the murderer to touch the spot if he fled out the door. This just might be something significant. Hey! That's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal! What, this? It's called luminol oil fluid, testing fluid. Where'd you get your hands on that stuff, huh? I'd like to get some too. I'll just borrow $50 from the chief. Where do you get this, Emma? I always buy it by mail order. Well, I'd better jot this down on the floor plans. Okay, okay. Let's examine that. There's something sticking out here. Looks like a shirt. I guess it must be evidence for some case. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe put it here. There you go, pal, making me look like some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for evidence here. That said, I bet that evidence locker was opened recently. How do you know? If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence? Sounds like Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot, too. I bet he doesn't tuck his shirt in under that trench coat, either. If you're going to talk behind somebody's back, don't do it right in front of them, pal. Okay. Crap. Okay, guys, I will be right back. Okay, everybody, I am back. Had to do something real quick. I got a cherry Dr. Pepper with me now, so my voice doesn't hurt like hell. So let's go ahead and go to the next screen. Ooh, paint. What is a saw and paint doing here? Since the dawn of time, true art has always been a war against oppression. True art? I noticed that there's blue and yellow paint here. Perhaps we're witnessing the birthplace of the Blue Badger? Well, you might say this is my studio. Here, in the evidence room? God, you're dumb. Okay. Ooh. Someone left a glove here, but only one. Detective Gumshoe, maybe? There you go, pal, making me out to be an absent-minded detective. There's evidence from the case, you know. You mean SL9? It doesn't have a tag on it. Rubber gloves added. Okay, Look at this one's open! And there's an indicator tag stuck on it still. That locker is coated with Detective Goodman's fingerprint. Detective Goodman's locker? Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that? Well, it's hard to get it open again if we close it. It's empty. They must have taken the contents elsewhere. Well, someone must have broken something big to make all these pieces. Detective Gumshoe, perhaps? There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of hooligan. That's apparently from the case. The case? The SL9 incident, pal. See the sticker on one of the pieces there? Another piece of the SL9 evidence. Let's check it out closer. I wonder if the shapes of the pieces were in before it was broken. You want to try to put it back together? Ha! Good luck, pal! That's a good no job for amateurs. Why, I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up. That's why I always carry around a tube of glue. Well, this piece looks like the bottom. Let's try putting the rest in place.